There's not any clouds at all. Well, way over there. But it's really clear. But you can still see like the haze. It's like the chemicals are always up there. And it just looks shadowy to me. Like as the waters are coming down on the firmament. And the other day when I got a double rainbow over there, it wasn't even raining. It was a double rainbow, and the one was so thick, and it looked like you could kind of see the firmament, and then it kind of, so it was like a real big one. It went through there like that, and then there was some whatever business, and then there was another one that went like that, and I was like, oh my God, it's just like you can see the firmament that way it was. It wasn't even raining. So, and this is like, oh my God, I cannot believe she's laying down. I swear to God, it's been like 48 hours straight of her sitting and panting. It's like, she's gonna have a fucking heart attack. Anyways, I was just gonna do this real quick. No, I'm so sunburned too. We'll see. I'm putting my black seed oil on and stuff. But tomorrow, probably tomorrow, by the time I get home tonight, I'm gonna be dead ass. So tomorrow I'll get up and videotape and whatnot. But I just wanted to say real quick because I haven't even been on my phone, but I was sitting out here by myself and it was early. So I thought, well, I'll look real quick and see what's going on. And this one video I saw, this guy said that he said, you have no idea what they're brewing up. And this guy's all in a business attire. Like, I mean, I don't know who he was. I don't know, like, all the different whistleblowers out there and all the different scientists, whistleblowers or whatever. But he said, you have no idea what they've been whipping up in those labs. Things are about to get so wild, you guys don't even have any idea. And I got this flash of, well, dragons for sure, flying through the skies. And the different, because the time travelers said that they were going to start pulling these things out of Area 51, that like the half horse, half man, like all this stuff they've been making down there and working on, that's going to start being pulled out. And so this scientist saying that, I was like, oh, wow, yeah, if they all of a sudden all that, I mean, this place will become so crazy when all of a sudden it's just like all these different beings just existing in the same time and space. Even if you aren't in the same reality, like as if you're not in their actual orbit, like you're not involved in their lives, you just know about those giants that live down the street, you know, that there's just going to be other beings and stuff. Is he was saying, he said, you better be hurrying up and getting ready, because the giants are about to be here. If you don't think so, he said, you better be getting your ark together and getting ready for what's to come, because they're about to release the craziest stuff. And then it just made me think about, like, what if that was their next thing, is just to release all the creatures on us that they've been messing with and making. And I just saw this video of, oh, what are those guys' name? I used to watch them all the time. I'm sure Edge of, oh, damn it. There's so many people that I found in 2020 that I watched, and then when everything went off YouTube, I didn't, it was way too much trying to track everybody down and join all the private accounts. I did follow the Edge of Wonder. I did, there was quite a few of them. I paid and followed them for a while, but it was just hard because then you'd have to watch on your phone. It wouldn't go onto my computer. I don't have good enough eyes to see all the little videos and stuff they were showing. It just was kind of frustrating. And then I was focused more on my own stuff. But Edge of Wonder, the one guy with the beard, well, I think they both have a beard now, the darker haired one, he was doing a video. He's out somewhere in some stables. So he's way out, I don't know what he's doing there or whatever. But he said whenever he's out traveling like that, and he's out in where there's a lot of woods and stuff, he always asks people, like, if they had any weird experiences. And he said, so he asked this stable worker guy, and he said, yeah, that's weird you'd ask, because it just happened a couple days ago. And so he shows him the video that he did on his phone, and it is trippy looking, but it's on the edge of the woods, and the guy's out there with his dog, and his dog goes crazy, totally alerts, doesn't want to, he's growling at the woods, And the guy looks up at the woods with his phone, and as he does, you see this clear white apparition. Like you can make out him pretty good. Walk through the woods, disappear behind a tree, then show, like I think he shows up 2 times in 2 movements, but it's not, there's no link to his movement. It's not a gradual, like, you know what I mean? It's like he's here, and then he's over here. And he's very clearly, he's an aberration. He's like, he has form, but he has no color. Like his frequency isn't where he's got the same kind of color as us. So he's just white, like a shadow person. Well, shadow people are kind of just dark with no, I was like, he has an energy. But anyways, it just made me think about the woods and how there's portals everywhere. And I was thinking how, how many things you can just catch for that moment like that. I could have been walking through. I looked at the comments of this person who was sharing this video, and people were like, oh, it's a ghost from the Civil War and stuff like that, which it could be, because no matter what, there's places, which I call portals because that's the only thing that we know of as to refer to that, but there's places where it's like weak points of the, because if this is all an illusion, this is all, there's weak points. And so there is places, like these words that come into my mind, but I don't, like wormhole and stuff, I don't really know about what a wormhole is, but that is like what they're saying is like it's a weak point that you can travel through. So like, because we're in a dome and we are encased in this reality due to the vibration. And some people say it was the bad people that imprisoned us, but I know of this as being an experiment that is, it's like it became not like a prison as much as an isolated event for learning, when they started to see that humans could begin to adapt and grow, and that there was, it was a cool kind of thing to be able to incarnate into that being as the expansion. So in different beings, like everybody's from all over the place, go and incarnate into this because of the experiences that you can come in and have. But they're so challenging and stuff, so a lot of beings don't do it because it's very hard, and you do build up, you get things out of balance, and then that's where people get in this like karmic trap, where they're worried about this karmic trap. It's like, dude, what are you gonna do for eternity? Get yourself in a karmic trap, go in there and work some shit out. And so anyways, the expansion it is kind of like, because it all works together. It's not like a prison. Like everybody thinks of these 3-dimensional kind of levels, and everything is like scientifically, technologically advanced, but it's not like how it's a manipulation, because it's all real. It's like what the energy actually is. The people here try and control it, try and control everything, because they don't try. That's their way of trying to understand who and what they are, and what God is, and what the power is, and stuff like that. So, there's people trying to understand it, but that is real as, energy, and how energy moves, and atoms, and making matter, and that nothing is real, and everything is. But what makes it so much more fantastic is that nothing is real, yet we get to experience it as if it is. And that is from when I was a little kid. That is what I knew. And I would always look at my hands, at my feet, and I was very aware that I was like in this avatar for this experience, and I was going to get to feel what feelings felt like and what sensation was. And I was really excited. And I remember this as a child. I don't know. I don't even think I was before my Barbies were playing, before my Barbies got intimate. So it was, pre-intimacy of Barbie loving. So I think I was around 10 or something. I just remember looking at like my hands, and I would look at my feet, and I would just be like, wow, these are so trippy. Look at that, and how they work. And I would like do all these things, and I'd be like, God, this is so amazing. And I remember thinking, like, I get to feel what passion feels like and all of these sensations in this thing. And so, I don't know. I just, I had no idea that I had different awarenesses that other people didn't think about, you know. And it is awkward to share your stuff. I really thought we were all, like, the same or something. That's, surprising to find out that we're all so different of how we perceive, and that's what makes it even more interesting. Like, everything that you expand, it makes it that much more interesting than just some flesh and blood people down there, and they just whatever. It just, that's kind of boring. It's a lot more interesting to be a hologram and an avatar that's created by a being that is here to experience through my eyes so that it can understand more of what it is. It's like, all of the beings that come in to participate in the game with you and, willing to play all these parts and be hated. And, because it's trippy when you tell people that even people that you don't get along with, you're very close to them. You love them. They're dear to you. And people who you think don't get along at all are close. Like, if a soul comes in to play this game in your reality, in your orbit, you're close to them. You don't come in with people you don't like. It's impossible, because when you get to our real life, you don't judge one another at all. And that is the fun thing that's going on here, is to get to expand to that state of being, is to not judge others for who they are and allow everyone their own experience. And I just saw this person crying, and it was a shared duet thing. So it's one of those where a lot of people are feeling this fear because they think that their family's not going to wake up, and they're crying, and they're, damned to hell or damned or whatever. And it's just like, everybody's got to remember, every soul is here for an experience. And souls, because I'm telling you, I can sit there and say things to people and they do not see it. They're not supposed to see it till they see it. We can't force someone to see what they're not ready to see. They have their own alignment of how things will be seen by them and how they want to see them. And it aligns with what they're here to experience and what they're bringing, their energy, the role they're playing. So everybody comes in to play different roles. Even if they're all on the same level, you play different roles for each other. And but that is the expansion of the universal consciousness. That is where we're all connected. That is why when you stop just focusing on what you're thinking about in the here and now about yourself, and you can go out and understand how you affect the universe and you affect everything that is alive, because you are alive, and all of these energies, all of these trees, everything is alive and living. And so everything is the energy. When we go all the way back from what we see ourselves as, and we go back to, like, I explain this all the time, how it comes out, like everything is representative of everything else, the micro to the macro, and how it starts and goes out. It's the same thing as energetic beings. If we go all the way back to where we start, we're all in the same place. Even the insects, the birds, everything is just energetic beings coming in to have that experience of, who doesn't want to go experience being a bird flying around? Who doesn't want to experience being a squirrel? God, squirrels are cool. They can jump like crazy. They are so, like, man, they are, and they don't worry about falling from way up high in the trees. They just live so free. And it's just, there's so much about life that, that when we just think about our own self and we just value, Gucci and happy hour at Applebee's, then we're missing out on the value of what is real and everything. And, which, by the way, has been really cool. I've gotten to be out here and have so much good conversation. I can't even tell you. It's been so enjoyable. I'm definitely going to talk about that a lot more tomorrow. my grandson, he understands things on the level as me, and he's the gamer, which he said now he's like pulled away from gaming and movies and stuff, and he's really deep into the spiritual awakening. Like, he's talking another level. But I knew he was another level from even when I did his past life regression. He's like a soldier in other life. He's a warrior. He comes in to protect and stuff. And so I knew he was, he was a deep spiritual person by his other lives, and just his attitude and the things he talks about and thinks about and stuff. So, oh my gosh, I got to have some good talks with him. So that was really cool. And anyways, I'll talk more about that. And here comes the sun. That is not like the ocean, but you see like a little sunrise here. Listen, that is a dove. That's not an owl. Just straight, because there was, well, I don't know, maybe it was just been these doves the whole time. There was some that definitely sounded like owls, but it's probably these doves. Yeah, and Stella, God, she has been doing so horrible the whole time she was here. I've never seen a dog pant so much in my entire life. It really makes you nervous. This looking through the phone is not near as bright as, like, I can't even look over there. It is so freaking bright. I have to just look at the phone. Oh my God, and it's way, way bigger than on the phone, how it looks, like those rays coming out. It's like this whole thing is so bright, not just that dot. God, it's like they just fucking turn it up, man. You're curious too. Last night, all of a sudden, there was this thunderstorm, just thunder and lightning. But then it didn't last. We gathered everything up. We all went in, and then it stopped. But man, it was vicious, and it had all those really dark black clouds. And then I don't even think it rained. The patio wasn't even wet this morning. And now there's not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's those couple of little ones over there. Those are probably spray clouds. They'll probably be moving up at some point. But just makes you curious about the chemicals. And I swear I've been saying it all along. There's chemicals that are activated by this light. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's part of the reason why they started using a fake sun, was to activate certain chemicals or something. I don't know. We just have mad scientists running this place because the people that fund them enjoy watching us suffer. And they'll fund anybody to make that happen. But it's all breaking free. I mean, there's so much shit coming out. I just saw this other video, this person sharing this horror story. And these people were well-to-do, it looked like, in this Georgia neighborhood. And one of their kids got loose. 36-pound 10-year-old running through the neighborhood trying to find somebody to get him to a grocery store to beg for food. His parents locked him up in 2020 in a torture chamber in his room, won't let him eat, won't let him do anything. Now they've got so many charges against them. There's so much outrage, so many outrageous crimes going on. Like I said, there was going to be so many. And so many people, just freaking out and being outraged. That's why I say you gotta let go with some of this stuff. But the lady was so happy about all the charges and stuff. And in my comment, I said that all those charges are all the things that are in the executive orders that are all now the death penalty. So people, that's why I was saying before, this isn't going to just be the elite that are going to be going, just politicians. No, there's going to be people that are going to be pulled out of neighborhoods who have been doing some real shady shit. And anything that involves anything with kids, man, it's in those executive orders. It's death penalty. It's the end. It's the end for them, and it's the beginning for all of us, because we got to be free from these torturous fools and all these psycho fucking scientists. Because we're going to go so much further with technology by respecting nature and respecting the real science of, the power behind the energy of what is going on here. So we're going to go so much further with that, not with them trying to harness energy, control it, and then sell it to us. These fucking weirdos. So, but today I will head home probably later this afternoon because I think everybody's going to hang out for a while. It's supposed to be so hot, and the kids are really liking the pool. They've been swimming and swimming and swimming. So it's been really fun. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. Pretty sure there hasn't been any tsunamis or anything. It seems like, whoa, I almost dropped the phone. My arm's kind of shaking, holding it up. It doesn't seem like there's any big things happening right when I went on TikTok. It just seems like the same old. But that's where it's going to come and hit up everybody upside the head. And the people who don't see it coming are going to be traumatized. And people who do are going to feel relief. Like, fucking finally. God damn, I'm sick of sitting here waiting for. It's like just wait. I swear to God, it just reminds me so much of when you go to the eye doctor and they do that eye puff thing. And they want you to hold your eye open. It's like we're just sitting here bracing for impact, waiting to see what the hell is about to happen. Hopefully it won't be nearly as dramatic as, definitely we have the solar flash coming, so hopefully this won't be as dramatic. And I'm seeing so many people talk about the solar flash now and the event and what's going to happen. And there's definitely people who are saying that they think it's going to happen within a couple months. So I don't know. I just think it has to do with the energy that is going to come. The sun's going to, the energy that's coming from the sun, flashing, all these things is us. It's the energy going back and forth between us, because we're not flesh and blood. We are like a stage, like a hologram, like a light. And it is, the energy's changing. The set's about to be reset. So, anyways, you know how I feel about it. It seems like, looking at the phone, it seems like it is not up above the land, but when I look with my eyes, which is really hard to do, it is way above. That is so weird. This camera is such an illusion. It does not show at all what is on the screen is not what you see in person. That's where I get the idea of AI fucking with us. I swear to God. That's where I get where people say AI is taking over, because they just do what they want. It looks way different. I'm gonna be really curious to see this video back. It looks way different. But now everybody's starting to get up and whatnot, so I will tape in the morning. Hope everybody have a good day and stay safe and work on you.